Guten Tag, Guten Morgen, Bitte Bier. That's about all the German I know. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from the big, vast globe we have here. It is our last preseason game of the season, ladies and gentlemen. The Mighty Blades take on a little team from Germany, VfB Stuttgart. Um, So yeah, we are welcome in. I am Chad from the red half of Sheffield, if you don't already know. So I'm going to be taking you on a little journey through my voice and through my eyes of what I see and hear and see again as United take on Stuttgart at Bramall Lane in the final game before our Premier League Blades start their arduous journey through the Prem this year. 38 games, and I look up and I see 38 viewers in the chat. Oh, what a coinkydink. Yeah, so let's get into it. The 5 million pound elephant in the room, the Illuminati story. In my humble opinion, I'm glad he's gone. Glad it's over. Glad we can just move on, and move on down the road and get something or more players or new players to fill his role. Because if I'm honest, we would have had him for 365 days, and come a year from now, he wouldn't even been ours. So I mean, at least we got him for a price tag of rumored around 20 million, maybe. I'm not certain. I haven't seen the exact number. Um, but hopefully we take those resources and reflect that into the team, and maybe come the end of the season we're like Illiman and I who. But only time will tell. I will throw up the team this afternoon. It's probably similar to what we're going to roll out. West and goal, Gorgeous, Ahmed Hodzic, Johnny Squarehead Egan, JLT, Larucci, Slimani, Beno, Sandy Barge, Osula, and Ben Traore. So, I mean, and then you see the bench has all kids, so I would imagine the starters are probably going to get about 75, 80 minutes run out, and then we'll kind of probably wave the white flag and we'll put the youth for what will probably be their last time seeing first team football until next preseason. But I mean, it's a strong lineup, and I think that team right there. There might be a few tweaks to it next week, but I think this is probably the side we're going to see out there. Um, I'm okay with it. I don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully, we'll have some semblance of what it's going to look like or how it's going to go today against Stuttgart. Hopefully, we pot 2 or 3 goals and get the boys' confidence going into this upcoming Prem season. But we also could look at it on the other side and say we could get beat 5-0 and be like, oh hell, we're going into this. Oh, we're going into this league with a knock in confidence, not looking very good. Only time will tell. It's 90 minutes away. So, yeah, guys, I mean, chat row. Hello, is this thing on? Chat row, there's nobody in the chat. There's one. Up the blades. Usually they're firing in welcome messages. Chat row, let's get going, man. You guys, I only got up about 25 minutes, 30 minutes ago. It's a little early over here on the East Coast of America. That's why I'm doing a solo mission. Noah is probably still sound asleep, it's about 4:20 his time. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Illiman and Die situation. We did have a kit release. We finally got a kit sponsor for this upcoming season, CFI. Your thoughts, come on, guys, bounce them off of me so we can have a little bit. Oh, here we go. Chat row starting to light up. Good morning. Guten Tag. Auf Wiedersehen. I think that means goodbye in German. I don't know very much German, but I'd put in a little bit of German flair in this one if I knew more German. Morning. You're gonna have Flame Rider. You're gonna have to wait until about 10 minutes before we kick this bad boy off, and I'll put my score prediction in. Yeah, throw your score predictions up. Tell me how you think this game's gonna go. Is it gonna be a drab? Just we're gonna pass the ball around, you know, um, and see out a 0-0 boring draw. Trust me, I won't make it boring. I know that. Oh, okay. Now chat row has woken up. I think Gaz, there is rumors of a friendly, behind closed doors friendly after this game with other Stuttgart players. So I think Trusty's going to get some minutes in that. I don't think he's injured. I think we're just not throwing him into this right now. He might be the tweak that I was talking about earlier that we might see in the lineup next week. He might come in and maybe JLT just jumps onto the bench. Um, but only time will tell. But I do believe I was reading on the internet, and if anybody knows me, I'm not one for the internet, so I don't know if I can believe it. But rumor is that there is a behind closed doors game at Bramall Lane. I'm assuming after this one. Good morning, Cheryl. Yeah. The away kit. I like it. I do. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I even like the warm up kit that Wes had on this morning. They posted a few pictures because we haven't really seen it in action yet. That looks that looks a good kit. Um, the sponsor on the home kit it's two different color reds, so it's people are gonna not like it. I'll still buy the kits as always. I'll still support the club as always and buy the um home away and third kit. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, put your guys' thoughts in the comments in chat row. What's your thoughts on the three kits United have released so far? Early score prediction 1-1. Yeah, yeah, right. See this, guys. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, another game behind closed doors, 4 o'clock. Flame Rider. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it does. It does. But I mean, we're gonna have to get over it because I don't think everybody wanted Labor on the front and bring back the nostalgia of the '90s and all that stuff. And I get that, but I don't think Labor had enough money to afford the front of the shirt. So that's why they're just a mutual sponsor because they don't. I mean, even for United, it probably cost a pretty penny to be the sponsor. Hell, I'd love to have my face just plastered on it. If anybody can get me an idea what it costs per season to have my face plastered on a United shirt, I'd try and work that money up. Surely us and Chat Row could get enough money pledged to where we could put my face on the front of their shirt. Steven, yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's just weird seeing, especially on the red and white stripes, not the right red. Albeit Randox was a bit better because you could see, we could mess with their like imagery and change their colors up. CFI, I don't believe we're going to be able to do that. Showing up late. Well, I know Trusty surely needs to be playing with first team. He's done preseason with Arsenal. He's probably going to be playing in the squad. There is a game after this behind closed doors that is going to take place with Stuttgart players. That's why he's not in there. I have a feeling Brewster might get a few minutes in that one as well. So that's where Trusty is. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's Nathan, you're probably right. JLT and Osborne, I don't think Ozzy starts. I don't know. I don't know. You would like to think that Norwood probably comes in and Slimani's probably almost, got that spot laid or nailed down. I'm curious to see, with Asua starting today, does this mean that he is gonna stay and Jebo's gonna go out on loan somewhere? Only time will tell. Yeah, I mean, here's another one about the away kit. Looks decent. Sponsor. Yep. Yeah, agreed. Um, yeah, it's it's one that right now it's hard on the eyes, but I mean, we'll get used to it. We'll always get used to it. The match is on SUTV. Last thing I saw this morning was it was like £6 to pay to watch this game. I bought the package earlier in the preseason where you get all the games for about £30. Um, yeah, I mean, okay, this is a better sponsors and labor. So no matter what was on the shirt, yeah, exactly. I'm okay with it. It's not complete. At least they didn't pick something that didn't have anything to do like they could have picked like a yellow sponsor or something like that. I mean, I I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see how Benny does today. Hopefully, he's able to get on the end of one goal. I'd really like to see a Sula score as well. He's like been snake bitten this preseason. He's missed everything and anything in front of goal. Um, yeah, I mean, any way you look at it, losing our best player, we're gonna look weak in the midfield and in attack. I mean, McBurney's out injured. He hasn't played a lick of preseason, I believe. So only time will tell with what's with him. I mean, our best striker from last year gone out injured to start the season. Not a good look. Um, I don't know, Steve. I don't know why the second game's behind closed doors. I don't think it's going to be an actual game. It's probably going to be more like a training session, if I had to guess. And it'll probably be the likes of a game back and forth, but it's not going to be full bore, balls to the wall, ripping down down the wings and you know going all out. I think it's going to be tempered down just a bit. Up the blades, up the blades. Let's hopefully we get a win to send the boys off. I almost said 3 points. To get the send the boys off into the Prem with a little bit of confidence instead of being down, down, down near the floor to start the season, because that only is going to spiral out of control for us if we let that type atmosphere get into the locker room. Flame Rider, he doesn't want Jebo or doesn't want Robbo to start. I mean, he did us good last year. Why not give him a shot in the Prem? Yeah, I mean, this is probably, well, you're probably right. I think Laver's going to be on the shirt somewhere, I would imagine, because in the Prem now, you can do one, you have to have the Premier League logo, the lion, and then you can do another shirt sponsor on the other side. So that's very possible. That's going to happen. But we shall see. A little less than, well, actually, almost exactly 7 days until we start the Premier League season. I cannot believe it's come that fast. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably more of what I was saying. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's probably gonna be a more of a training session, maybe a few players to look at, and maybe a few free agent signings, because it's gonna come up thick and fast here with us being able to sign free agents. We're gonna need to get squad depth because really, honestly, we don't have any squad depth at the minute. If a few of them go down, we are going to be screwed. Um, yeah, I mean, Jebo will start unless transfer. Tim, I think he's playing second fiddle at the moment. Honestly, I really, I really don't think he's gonna be, much of a factor. I mean, he hasn't played much this season in preseason. I just don't think he's gonna be a factor. Um, well, I mean, we you could say we didn't look or we didn't step up to the plate, but as far as I know in rumors, but you don't know how much of this is true, he was all ready to stay. We had the video of Billy handing over the 10 shirt to him, and then Marseille almost gave us a gave us almost like a ransom. Gave him almost like a ransom note. Um, my mother, good morning, mother. I just talked to her earlier this morning. Her and my father are watching. Glad you're guys tuning in. Um, let's see. We'll put up gas, see what he's got here. I think we look strong in the back. Maybe another center back for depth. Midfield, we do. Yeah, I would agree. And I've always been saying we need another striker, and the likes of Chuba Akpom are now rumored with us. So there's no telling what we're going to do in the next, what is it, the 5th? So we've got until the end of August before the transfer window closes. We could be looking at bringing in a whole boatload of players, and we haven't signed any free agents or anything. You gotta like to think heck he has his eye on some of the free agents out there for that are just kind of chilling, waiting for first team, maybe a Premier League team to come along and swoop them up. But only time will tell with them. Yeah. So less than 15 minutes to go, guys. Drop your score predictions in chat row. Come on. I only saw one, and he had 1-1. I'm gonna wait to see what read the room. Read the room, and I'll give my prediction. Do I want to go optimist? Do I want to go pessimist? Do I want to say we're going to lose 7-0 at home? Probably not, but yeah, I mean this is going to be an interesting game cuz we're at almost near peak fitness for all these players. We've been playing for the better part of what? 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. And so this is what probably we're going to see when it comes to United v Palace next week. Let's see. Marco, you can watch it on SUTV. Go on, download their app, buy the $6 or £6 for the match pass, and you can pull it up like I'm watching it right now. Oh, well, Tim, yeah, I'll be the number 10. I will be the number 10. Score predictions coming in 2-1. I'm hoping that's Blades. 2-1. Flame Rider with a 2-1 win. Gaz coming in with a 1-0 win. Benny gets off the mark in a United shirt and gets his first one. Tim's got us losing 3-2. Hyder 3.9. Usul is in front of Jebison. Yep. I mean, that's a very true point. I mean, if Osula can just finish, and I think he would have solidified his place in the United squad. Obviously, if McBurney comes back, he's probably going to drop to the bench. But if Osula scored more in preseason this year, he probably would have been more apt to stay than go. And I don't think he's gonna go. I think Jebo's more likely to go, and I can't understand all the hype and the hubbub about Jebo, and he really hasn't kicked the ball for United very often, and there's big teams that want him. I think he just probably needs one more year of experience, probably in the championship, maybe put him in a top team in League One. We tried that. He didn't get enough playing time in League One. That's why he came back. Him and Osua came back last year. But yeah, only time will tell. It's still so early because I think a lot of things are going to change in the next month. Once this season starts going, it's going to be one of those deals where, um, you know, we kind of feel out to the end of uh end of the month, and we kind of be like, okay, this is where we're at. This is what team we're got. This is where we got to fill in, and then that transfer deadline day could be a very busy day for the Blades. Jace 2-0 to the Blades. Okay. Gaz was just agreeing with Hyder there. Oh, good morning, Wayne. 2-0 to the Blades. Always optimistic. Wayno's always optimistic. I don't think he's picked us to lose once. In his eyes, United are always undefeated. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly right. We can't score goals. We have, especially, we scored so many goals last year, but you lose so much of that with McAtee and Doyle going back to City. You lose in Dye. I mean, the only one we still have is McBurney. We're losing three quarters of our goals from last year. That doesn't set right with me. It doesn't give me a really good feeling leading into this season. And that was our issue the last time. We couldn't score goals, and that's why we went down. We would play good in defense for 75, 78 minutes, get breached, and then be like, oh, well, damn, we can't do anything because we can't score. Um, so, I mean, well, only time will tell. Yeah, we were in for Tillman yesterday, and it looks like he's going to PSV Eindhoven. He probably because he wants to play Champions League football, being from Bayern Munich. Why would you want to come to Sheffield United? Because it's the greatest club in all of the world. Flame Rider still thinks we need a keeper. Jace doesn't rate Jebo at the moment. I mean, if they want to come in for a decent price, I'd let him go. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, we're definitely gonna have to score more set pieces this year, and I said it I said it on our last podcast. I want not only a Nell to keep his form, but I want Egan to jump up and score more of those headers instead of slamming them over the bar, wide, this and that, constantly missing. I want Egan to, he's going to have to contribute more scoring goals this year. Anel did his fair share last season, and it's almost like Egan, JLT, the likes, maybe even Trusty, Ball, they're all going to have to pull their weight and get up forward, and hopefully we get more set piece goals. That would be perfect, and that's exactly what United need. The other half of the red half of Sheffield is up. Good morning, Mr. Schneider. He's up at 4:30. Why? Yeah, why do you wake up at 4:30 in the morning on the West Coast for a friendly? Because your name is Mr. Schneider. Um, yeah, I mean, when it comes to Tillman, I mean, PSV, yeah, it was a no-brainer. I mean, why would you choose United over playing Champions League football? Um, yeah, I mean, if we stay up, we're going to be. I mean, depending on how the season goes, I wouldn't exactly say that's a true statement. We shouldn't have to, if we can get over the hump and we can stay up this season, it's just a matter of like tweaking things and finding similar like for like players, if that makes sense, to almost groom so we can almost have that turnover at the back. Egan's getting up there in age. Bash is going to probably hit the road here at some point. You know, we've got all these players that United's going to have some squad turnover, and that's our biggest thing is if we can get the scouting right and a few of these players that we have in the team hit, maybe we give it a chance next year if we stay up. Tim with Traore Golden Boot in the Prem. I mean, he's going to have to score at least 40 goals, 45 goals to beat Holland. Yeah, I mean, he looks good. Obviously, it's still preseason, so it's hard to tell. But I mean, he's fared very well in preseason this far, or thus far. He's had a few shots and a piss missile of a goal in, I believe, our last game. Let's see. I'm gonna have a drink while I read this. Put this one. Yeah. Akpom could fill the void. I mean, the whole thing I'm worried and skeptical, and I'm not the first one to say it, is his age, and he was a one-hit wonder. I mean, that came out of nowhere. He didn't do a damn thing until until last season at Forest. So we shall see if we were able to get him through the door. No, no news, no news. No news. No news is good news, bad news. I don't know. Ooh, right now, no. 100%. 100%. Nope. No. I don't think we have what it takes. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope at the end of the season, um, a bunch of people are like, "You are dumb and you have no idea. You should just shut up and quit saying stuff. You clearly don't know anything about football." All I am is a talking head. That's all I am. So as of right now, I think no, we don't. Um, no, I mean, I would agree, there, Mr. Schneider, um, that I don't believe those 2 will be playing next week against, Palace of Crystal. Um, Gaz is confident staying up. I like it. I like it. Not necessarily, Jace. I'm gonna pull Jace's comment back here. I mean, we don't need to dump a boat. We don't need to do a force where we bring 25 players in the door. We have good cohesion, and there's a, if we can gel this team, because we didn't break too many of those pieces off. If we can get this team to gel, then, that's the last thing I want to do is spend a bunch of money on players that have never been in this, and a couple of them could be cancers, and that's it. The team could go to hell. You don't even know. Um, Dane would welcome Chuba Akpom in. Joseph, I am in North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. You're in H Town, Houston, Texas. Astros. Let's go, Stros. Um, I am in. Me and Noah. Are trying to. If you haven't done so, Joseph, I would highly suggest if you are on the internet, go on Twitter and follow my page, Blades in the USA. I'm trying to get as many blades around the country and trying to get us together. And then I want to set something up where we have a United States based supporters group for the blades over here. And if you need to get in contact with any of us, we can navigate you towards where match meetups are going to be, if we have people here, there. But there's so few of us over here that it's hard to get that going right now. I'm trying to spread the word slowly but surely. Um, Jeff wants Doyle back on loan. I'd take him. I'd love him. I loved him last year. Um, yeah. So wow, we've talked for 28 minutes already, and I'm gonna put this on pause right now, and I'm gonna write down. Oh, of course, they're all in. Never mind. I don't have the Stuttgart lineup, guys, so I apologize. I will not be giving them giving any of their players' names as Stuttgart and the mighty red and white Wizards. Man, that goalkeeper kit looks great. They come out onto the field. It doesn't look like there's a lot of blades there today. I don't know, a limited crowd, I would imagine. But I mean, yeah. I mean, guys, I would agree with you. We have 3 winnable games in our first 4. Don't yeah. I mean, every game in the Prem's hard though. Tim, I haven't heard an update on R&D. I mean, he still seems to be a bit off. I don't think he's even back training with us. Yeah. I mean, this is Hyder's right. We don't need to spend big. We just need to spend smartly. That's the deal. We don't need to do the forest model where they just throw money at it, hoping to stay up. And granted, they did. But if they get relegated this season, they're going to be a team that's going to be tumbling down the leagues because they're going to be in such financial trouble that there's nothing we're going to be able to do, or they'll be able to do. Yeah, see, that's right here. Danny says the thing. Forrest got money problems, owes millions, unpaid. Yep, exactly. What did I say? Yes, I'm doing my bachelor party over there. Tentatively, maybe March, April. I don't know. We don't have it set in stone yet. But we're definitely going to make it over there as we are going to about get this bad boy underway. Jeff, I don't honestly know. I I don't know. A rumor is his price tag's a little too high for us. If we bring him back on a permanent, a loan will probably do. Um, but only time will tell. And in the last few weeks of the transfer window, um, we shall see if we're able to bring him back. Um, yeah. So we are getting ready to get this one underway. As Mr. Schneider said, please like the stream. Yes, it does. It really gets visibility. Um, Derek, Derek in Stuttgart. It's on SUTV is where I'm watching it. It costs £6 to watch the game. And I promise I'll get the guys, I promise I'll get the clock right today, as the mighty red and white Wizards are going to not kick off. Stuttgart is kicking to get this one underway. They're kicking left to right, blades going right to left, away from the cop towards the away end, and we are underway. Stuttgart have the ball at the back, just kind of mucking it up around the back. Back to their keeper, Newbill. I do know that. Yeah, United trying a bit of high press. There's going to be a foul on Larucci. Fouls one of the Stuttgart players, and he goes down. There's a free kick inside the Stuttgart half. United haven't touched the ball once yet. So still at the back. Ooh, I think this one's going to be a bit offsides. Stuttgart player on the left-hand side, their defender played the ball over the top, and it was, I think he was adjudged to be offsides, so it goes out for a goal kick, and Wesley kicks it around at the back, and it is worked to Georges. And we touch the ball for about 2 seconds, lose out, and here comes Stuttgart again. They're in the about 25 yards away from the goal on the right-hand side. And, they're basically just playing keep away from United at the minute. Around the back, Traore trying to close them down, Sula trying to close them down. They're playing keep away right now, right at the minute. So you're not really missing anything. Another foul on a Stuttgart player, this time in the middle of United's half. The foul was on Slimani, and it is a free kick to Stuttgart. Yeah, Jeff, I would agree with you. Worried about the midfield. It is weak, and we did lose Jimmy, Johnny, Billy, Bobby Fleck to a broken leg. So he's going to be out for probably about 3 months. That contract extension looks like it went over well. That's working out in our favor. Stuttgart get his back underway. Ball is crossed in, and Wesley comes out with catching practice. So he has the ball. Honestly, the red logo on the front of the goalkeeper kit doesn't look too bad. And United, as West bowls it out to Anel on the ball now. Oh, man. It's back to Wesley. Back it up. Back to Wesley. And United have the ball. Fell to Slimani, and Asula and Traore try to jump on the ball. They lose out, and it's back to Stuttgart. Been all Stuttgart to start. You guys really haven't missed anything. Stuttgart come down the left-hand side, work the ball in the box, across the face of goal, and it goes out for a Stuttgart corner. As I believe, I can't tell. The replay is going to come, and we're going to get a better look at that. Stuttgart defender gets by Anel, puts the ball in front of goal, and it gets deflected out by Jackie Long throw. So they have a corner on the far hand side, comes in, dealt with. The break might be on for United. They put a Benno, Captain Big Pants. I don't know where the hell that ball was to. As Asula tried to, I guess, Pass it to an overlapping Osborne, and Osborne was just running like his mom was calling him home for dinner, and he just couldn't even get the ball. So United lose out on the possession, and here comes Stuttgart again over on the right hand side, nearest to the camera. Well, United pressing the ball, a little bit of high press on the ball, trying to get Stuttgart to uh, lose possession. Larucci plays it directly to, and it's a save by Wes. Larucci just played it right to the Stuttgart player. He had a rip. West made the save. It should have been, shoulda, coulda, woulda been 1-0 to Stuttgart. I mean, it was a really well taken shot. Any other side of West, and that's 1-0. Apparently. Oh, okay. So that's why there's no one in there, because it looks like we're playing in front of an empty house, um, which is really weird. It reminds us of COVID. United win a free kick in their half in the red and white. Wizards are going to come again. Noah, Mr. Schneider, the goalkeeper kit looks really good, doesn't it? Ball's at the back. That was with Squarehead Egan. He's going to back to West now. He's going to huff it up to Slimani, over to Sandy, over to Anel, back to Squarehead. Squarehead wants to go to Sandy. Sandy looking for Big Pants, but Big Pants is marked. We got over here on the left-hand side. Ooh, we got JLT over there on the left-hand side. And I'm coming down the right-hand side now. Now a little bit advanced. He tries to get it up, but it falls back to the Stuttgart goalkeeper, and we haven't even sniffed anywhere around their box to begin that. Taken out of context could have been bad, what I said there. But we haven't been anywhere around their box to begin this game. It's been all of them. As we win, that a loose pass goes astray. Sandy on the ball. He works it over the right-hand side. Gorgeous Georges over on the right-hand side. He's man-marked by two players. This ain't going to work. He tries to go down for a foul and doesn't. It doesn't work, and he loses out to the Stuttgart players. We win it back again. It's at the feet of Slimani, and he loses out, then wins the ball back. Benno's in the midfield. He doesn't know what to do. He gets the ball off to Larucci. Larucci on the left-hand side now. Larucci, and he loses out. But they kick it right at him. It goes right back to Jackie Longthrow. Back over to Benno. Benno running awkwardly into the midfield. Finds Slimani. Slimani over to Baldo. This is Anel on the ball. Over to Osborne. The ball's ping-ponging around. Anel's on the ball, I believe. I think he got confused and thought we were playing in white. He gave it to the Stuttgart player. Anel was in on goal. A nice ticky-tack pass here, but here come the break, and Stuttgart have the ball down the left-hand side. 1-on-1. One defender back. Jackie Longthrow. Can he close him down? He gets turned inside out, and it's 1-0 Stuttgart. What a goal. United get opened up like a can on the counter, and it doesn't look good for the Blades. A goal to the visitors, and United trail 1-0. Just, it's something out of nothing. Stuttgart went down the touchline, down the left-hand side, turned JLT inside out, and just had a rip and slots it home past Wesley. So we're 8 minutes in. We already trail. Honestly, it was Wes's near post too. I don't know how. I would agree with Gaz. Poor by Wes. He's got to save that. If he really wants to step up and be a Premier League goalkeeper, he's got to save that. That was almost at a negative angle for him. United get us back underway. H Shaw, where to watch. SUTV is where I got it. Steve York hates that I'm calling players stupid names. I'm not really sure why we signed him. He really doesn't look any sort of player. But only time will tell. We said the same thing about, what was it, James McAtee last year against Luton Town. As United come again and they give the ball away again. Stuttgart have it at the back. They're just kind of holding it. Holding it. Let's see who the goal was awarded to. Let's see. It's not popping up who scored for Stuttgart. I would imagine on social media. Loose pass from the Stuttgart goalkeeper. United have the ball. Osborne's going to have a rip, and it's right down the pipe, right down the gullet. Easy as you like, and save. Yes, a stray pass from Stuttgart's goalkeeper. We won it back in the box. The ball was a bit too far away from Benno, and he had a rip and just right down the pipe. United back on the ball again. Sandy in midfield. Ooh, good turn by Traore. He loses out, tries to get the ball over Slimani. Down the right-hand side they go. They adjudge that as a free kick. Are you out of your mind? Slimani did come sliding in, but I don't really understand where the free kick was. Yeah, to me, it just he didn't make contact when he kind of almost gave up. As Stuttgart have the ball back now, they're working it down the right-hand side. This is more of a what we're used to game. It's not a dull, drab game like some of these preseason games I've done before have been. Down the right-hand side they go. Larucci almost gets beat again. Surely Paul Heckingbottom can see that he's getting beat like a drum. United win the ball back, then lose it again. And at the edge of the D has a shot, and it is another corner to Stuttgart as their domination in this game continues. Yeah, it's been all the white team. It's been all the away side. Stuttgart have dominated from the first kick. United have looked bad, looked out of sorts, to say the least. But still a long way to go in this one. As the cross comes in, it's headed. I think it's a free kick, and yes, it is. But we have a rival fan in here after they lost 2-1 at home last night. The former Blade, Shea Adams, put the crowd silencer on Hillsborough last night. Once a Blade, always a Blade. Ball's back at the feet of Wesley, and United are going to go again. And it's like Sandy is playing a much deeper role. And him and Egan are almost playing neck and neck. Egan with a ball over the top, looking for Baldock. Baldock down the right-hand side. He tries to work it into a Nell. The ball falls to Osborne. He works it over to Larucci. Larucci, he doesn't want it. He gives a loose pass to Sandy Barge. Keeps his footing. And now in such an advanced position, and Sandy has a shot. I don't know what the hell happened. I think it's a corner to United. I think it took a deflection. Anel getting very advanced. He was playing more forward than Traore was. Sandy lays the ball off to Anel. It gets deflected, falls back to Sandy Barge, and he has a shot. It gets deflected, and it's out for a corner on the far side. So Benno's going to take this one. Here comes the cross in. Keeper goes up for it, and he deals with it. I wonder if this is going to be another counterattack, and it's off to the races. Here come Stuttgart. Stuttgart have numbers, 4-on-3. Larucci closing him down. He does a couple step overs, lays it off. It should be 2. I don't know how he fluffed his lines there. he fluffed his lines, and Beno was able to clear it out. But United are very, 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 very vulnerable on the counterattack today. They're getting beat like a drum. Ball comes in, it's 2-0. 2-0 Stuttgart, and this is going not how we want it. 2-0 to the visitors. Stuttgart, better side for 14 minutes. And the visitors are ahead 2-0. Yeah. Just clinical finishing. Just absolutely clinical finishing. Yeah. Just split the two defenders, ball worked into the box. Man marking. JLT is man marking a ghost, and it's 2-0. And United trail. Not looking very good in this one. Yeah. I mean, that one simply goes right through Wes's hands as well. And United will get us back on our way as clock ticks over 15 minutes. Yeah, pure domination from the German side in this one. Man, that's not an outing you want a week before you go to the start of the Prem season. But we all knew it was going to be tough. It's not going to be the championship. We're not going to have a great season like we did last year. Let's see what we got in this. I mean, 15 minutes gone. We still got a good majority of this game left. Can United at least get one in the back of the bag? I hope so. Doesn't look like it at the minute because we haven't even had we have had a shot in anger at them, but it went wide. United have the ball. It's just at the feet of Wes, and he just trying to play. We're trying to play it over the top again, and that ain't working. Sandy is on the ball now. He gets it to Traore. Traore does like his own spin cycle move. And here comes Stuttgart again. West comes out to claim. That could have been a third. It's down the right-hand side. United go. That was with Baldock. Now to Slimani. Slimani trying to get on the same page as Osua. Osua on the ball now. Osua on the ball. He's still on the ball. He's working on the outside of the box here. He looks over to Baldock. Slimani and Baldock link up. They give a 1-2, but nothing amounts of it. Anel's a forward. Anel forward. Still forward. Baldock on the ball. He tries to get the ball into Traore. Traore over to Slimani. Slimani can't keep the ball. And we play it off a Stuttgart player. Yeah. United having a little bit more of possession because I think Stuttgart are like, this game's over. Ball at the back for United now, all the way over to JLT. Sandy Barge on the ball. Over to Larucci. Larucci looking to link up with Beno. Beno, low line crossing, goes out for a Blades corner. Zimmo, you can watch it on SUTV, £6 for it. Yeah, Paul, his two favorite teams are playing. I mean, one of my favorite teams is playing in this game, and they're losing 2-0. Not how we wanted to go into the start of the Prem season. Down 2-0. Maybe we can rally in the second half, or even in this back half of the first half. Who knows? Slimani's going to take the corner. He flings it over everybody. Hits a Stuttgart player. I don't think he'll be taking corners this year too very often, unless Norwood's not in the game. Sandy gets nutmegged, and Stuttgart come away with the ball again. Down the right-hand side, they work. Acres of space. Beno clears it out, and it's a throw into Stuttgart. As we are almost 18 and a half minutes into this bad boy, 2-0 down. Yeah, United look like bad. They can't really do anything. Slimani, I think's down hurt now. Have a rip. Stuttgart have a rip. Where's that Sandy Barge that's down? I haven't zoomed in on it. I think there was a foul. Um, so Sander Berg is down in a heap right now. Looked like a non-contact injury. He goes down grabbing his knee. This is not setting up well for United. Hopefully it's just a knock and he's okay. He's able to get back up. Right now they're tending to his knee. Yeah. The medical staff out looking at, I think it was just a coming together of knees. I think he should be all right. Yeah. I mean, Harvey G, you're spot on. But the left side being weak and then being beat on the counter is how we're 2-0 behind. I have a feeling that's how it's going to go a lot this season. You know, if we get caught forward like we did so many times last time in the Prem and a bunch of times in the championship, we get caught in advanced positions, we just get beat like a drum. Yeah. Sandy Barge looks like he's better. He's hobbling it off. He's walking over to the sidelines. He'll be checked back in here briefly. So temporarily, United down to 10 men. Wes has the ball. They're waiting for the Stuttgart players to do something to come and press. Hey, we're back underway. And the ball is at the feet of Traore, coming really deep to pick the ball up. He gives the ball away. And here comes Stuttgart down the right-hand side. They're going to put a good cross in. Larucci defends it. He doesn't know where it went. The ball falls back to the Stuttgart player. They're working the right-hand side again. Now they're going to switch the play and try the left. Poking and prodding at the moment. Stuttgart searching for a third to put this one all but to sleep. Yeah, they're just playing keep away now. United aren't pressing the ball very high. Not very. I mean, I understand it's preseason, but this is not a very good effort in front of the Bramall Lane faithful to get our hopes up for start of next season. So from left to right they go. And they're trying to work the ball to the midfield over on the right-hand side now. Just working around the back. United don't want to press the ball or anything. You're just kind of sitting back. Guys aren't really missing much. Stuttgart have a hold on the ball, and they're not going to give it up. Stuttgart down the right-hand side. That was kind of a bad pass or a missed pass. Larucci does his best college try and win the ball back, and that doesn't happen. Then he kind of really gives up on the play. Ball, low line cross comes in, dealt with by United. Here comes a piss missile. He shanked that one. Larucci doesn't know what to do on the ball. And this Larucci dude does not look good at all. He just plays it out of play. Works now. Stuttgart take the ball back and muck it around at the back. AKIZ Chef United TV SUTV 6 pounds. You can watch it. That's where I'm watching it. Yeah, I mean, we're just not taking opportunities. I mean, the few opportunities that they've given us, we haven't taken advantage of any of them. So, United have the ball, or United don't have the ball now. They just gave it away. Stuttgart have the ball in their own end, just passing around the back three. Work the ball, try to lump the ball over the top. It's out for a Blades throw in their half. Yeah, Harvey G says, probably save your money on this one. 2-0 down. Wes has the ball now. And he's just going to hoof it forward. Kind of similar to what Ramsdale used to do when we were in the Prem. So we're going to see a lot of that this season. Ball back to the keeper of Stuttgart. Now they're just kind of playing it out around the back, working it through the midfield. They have United spread very well. Looks like we're switched into a back four now. The defenders for Stuttgart are just having a field day. I mean, they're just literally passing around as they give it away. This should be an opportunity for United, and the ball from Sandy Barge to Bene Traore is behind him, and the best he's able to get is a half-hearted shot that's easily saved. I mean, they're capitalizing, as Harvey said in the chat earlier. Stuttgart have made a bunch of mistakes in the midfield. United just haven't cashed in on them. And, the goalkeeper's made a fair few mistakes. We're just not taking our chances. Stuttgart down the right-hand side now. Working it over to the left-hand side now. As they're inside a United half. Here they come down the left-hand side. Down the left-hand side they go. United win the ball back. They don't. It looks like a hot potato. Nobody wants to keep the ball for more than 2 seconds. We lump it forward and turn the ball over. Here we go. Well, Stuttgart have the ball now. On the left-hand side, working the ball, trying to work the ball in. Stuttgart. They're poking and prodding. And, I mean, there's confident. There's confident on the ball, and they're just passing it around. Almost 25 and a half minutes gone in this one. Now they've had a couple opportunities, but not many. Nothing to write home about. Another loose pass goes awry for Stuttgart. Sandy Barge is on the ball. He wants to try and win a free kick. He doesn't win it. Turns the ball over. Stuttgart put the ball. Don't pick it up, Larucci. He sees the ball. It's goal kick for United. Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, Harvey, and I think most people would agree with you. If we don't hit the ground running, yeah, we're going to struggle. But I think regardless of what we do against Palace next weekend, I think we're going to struggle. It's not going to be all roses and butterfly kisses the whole season. It's going to be, hey, we're going to get kicked in the head and we're going to get punched in the face. So you better be ready to, take that. And it's not just going to be a stroll like it was last season for most of the season. Stuttgart have the ball right now. They're just kind of passing it around. And they work it down the right-hand side. Now they switch play. There's so much room on the wings. We're playing so narrow at the back. We're giving it so much space to their wingers that they're dribbling it to the outside of the box. They're kind of on the perimeter of the box. A loose pass, United win out. But see, we can't turn. When we win the ball, we can't turn it into attack. We just give the ball straight away. Stuttgart has the ball. They're still poking and prodding outside of our box. Another loose pass goes. Another loose pass, and we end up giving it to West, and he just lumps it forward. Osua tries to jump for it. That doesn't work. It falls to Benno. Benno down the left-hand side. Larucci with some pace going to overlap him. Back into Bene Traore. Traore tries to do whatever that was. Back to Solmani. Sandy Barge. JLT. United getting numbers advanced. Larucci trying to put a cross in. A decent ball in, and it's past everyone. And here comes Stuttgart again on the counter. So this should be 3-0. Stuttgart put the ball over on the right-hand side, one-on-one. Johnny Squarehead Egan stands right in front of him, and he follows him on the edge of the box. Johnny Egan probably should go in the book, I would imagine. Yeah, I mean, good defensive effort from El Capitan, but he just took his man out, and that was all she wrote, honestly. So United getting forward, we just can't score. Can't score. It's not the first time I'm going to say it this year. We're going to have probably 38 games, and we're not going to score in probably 28 of them, maybe 25 of them, maybe. I might be too high on that, but it's just that's what's going to kill us this year: is not being able to score goals when it counts, not taking our chances. Set piece on the right side, just about half a yard outside of our our box. They do a tricky set piece, and West catches it, outlets the ball, hits Traore. We have the cavalry's coming. Beno's up front. Traore just got taken out. Ball falls Osua. He ain't got no help there. Somebody's got to clean it up, and it goes out for, damn it, a Stuttgart throw in. But Beno got Osua the ball. Osua was at a negative angle. He crosses it. Nobody's there. The Stuttgart players clear it back into the play. And there's Soleimani comes late show, and he tries to have effort and gets cleared out, but it's back to Stuttgart. Man, we're starting to grow into this game. Beno is working his socks off right now. As Stuttgart have the ball, I mean, he has already probably ran about 10 miles in this game. Stuttgart just passing the ball around. That's it right now. It's calm back down. That was a nasty tackle on Osborne. I'm surprised they didn't call it back for a free kick though. Maybe because maybe he waved advantage. I didn't see the ref at the time of the play. Ball goes out for a Stuttgart throw in inside their half, and it's settled down a bit. On the far side, Stuttgart work it all the way back to the keeper. And they're gonna try and work it down the right. Just past half an hour in this game, 60 minutes left to go, and United trail 2-0. Gabriel SUTV 6 pound. You probably don't want to watch the game unless you're a Stuttgart fan. Welcome you guys in though. You're more than welcome. Talk all the smack you want. It's well deserved. As Stuttgart flicked the ball in, they should have had a third. West was sleeping at the wheel there, and he deflected it, but it went out for a throw. He's taking the ball. He was about to take a throw in inside the pitch. He wasn't even behind the touchline. Stuttgart have a corner or a throw in, on this near side. They're waiting for somebody to get open. And Larucci comes in with another tackle that is late. And Stuttgart come again. On the left-hand side they work it. They work it down the left-hand side into the midfield. And that's a loose pass from Stuttgart. Larucci cuts it out, but we don't do anything with it. We're going back. Probably West is going to touch the ball here in a minute. He hasn't touched the ball yet, as a loose pass from Soleimani gets to Beno. Beno lays Osua lays it off to Soleimani. Soleimani over to Traore. Traore on the right-hand side. He looks for Soleimani. Soleimani over to Baldock. Soleimani back on it. Soleimani over to Sandy Barge. Soleimani over to Nell in an advanced position. And Sandy Barge is playing defense. He's playing center back right now. He's on the ball right now, trying to get it to Osua. Osua with the ball turns. Larucci's not marked. JLT finds him on the left-hand side. Larucci trying to dribble the ball into the box. He's closed down by two Stuttgart defenders. Over to Ben Osborne. Ben Osborne into Soleimani. Soleimani over to Anel. Anel over on the right-hand side. Over to Baldock. Baldock on the right-hand side. Soleimani again. Baldock again. Back to Egan. Egan on the ball. Egan on the ball. Osborne on the ball. Barge on the ball. JLT on the ball. Larucci on the ball. United have a little bit more sustained pressure. Larucci down the left-hand side. He's man marked by two players. Overlapping from JLT. Cross comes in over everybody, and it's going to go out. I think it might have took a deflection to be a United throw-in, and that it is. United parallel with the 18-yard box of Stuttgart. Here comes the throw. Nobody really trying to get open, honestly. Looks like Soleimani has the ball in the corner. Baldock on the ball now. Back to JLT on the ball. JLT on the ball. Osborne on the ball now. He's closed down. He loses out. Larucci comes to his aid. He can't get the ball. Here comes Stuttgart again on the counter. United trying to get numbers behind the ball. They will do so. Blunt the counterattack as Stuttgart give the ball away really, really, really badly. And United win out again. Flame Rider, if I had to say thoughts on Charter, he's all right. I mean, he's had an opportunity. The ball that Sandy Barch played him was just behind him, so he didn't have a full effort. I mean, but he looks like he has a bit of pace. Osborne loses the ball just inside the center circle, and Stuttgart come again. Ball over the top, but West is able to get it. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with Gaz. I mean, he looks really good. Touches, yeah. Down the left-hand side they go. JLT on the ball. Looking for Sandy. Sandy over on the right-hand side. Over to Anel. He gets forward. Over to Furious George. Anel loses out, and it is a throw-in to the red and white. Back over to Baldock. Baldock over to Sandy Barge. Back to Egan. Nope, they telegraphed that so good. Anel's so far forward. Sandy has to take up for him, and he tried a through ball to Anel, and it was sought out by Stuttgart player. So Stuttgart have the ball on the halfway line, just kind of passing it about right now. 35 minutes gone in this one. 2-0 to the visitors. Certainly not how we wanted to go out in the last preseason game of the year. But hey, it is what it is. Not all games are going to go our way. Stuttgart have the ball left-hand side, passing it about. Back to the goalkeeper. And they've done this so many times. He's going to hoof it. Yep. Over to the left-hand side. United trying to force Stuttgart into an error. And they almost do, but Stuttgart get out on the left-hand side. They're working it. It's almost at a walking pace now. Through the midfield. Now over on the right-hand side. Larucci just upends his man, and it's going to be a free kick to Stuttgart. About 21.97 yards out. Man. Yeah. So Stuttgart have a free kick coming up here. And cross comes in. Larucci does well, gets it out of there for a corner to the visitors in front of an empty cop. Actually, I take that back. There's one person there. Here goes the long throw. And it is sought out by United, but only to the feet of a Stuttgart player. Stuttgart holding on to the ball right now. United trying to close it down, but they're not doing worth a damn. As the ball is worked through the midfield. Stuttgart on the ball. They try to lump it over. The man is unmarked. Oh, man, that should have been that. Woo! Stuttgart have a shot from out the top of the D, goes wide, but nearly in the top left corner. United are going to recycle. It's going to be a goal kick. Some high pressing from Stuttgart here. Other than that, United have the ball now. I think honestly they're trying to get to halftime. Figure something out. Are we going to do some changes? Are we going to blah 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 blah? Normal stuff. Guys in chat row, please put your thoughts for the first half in the comments. If you are watching, your thoughts. Terrible would be how I would sum it up. Better in spurts in the back half of the first half, but you can't afford to go 2-0 down inside the first 20 minutes and be like, oh man, how did that happen? So yeah, Stuttgart have the ball as we approach 40 minutes in this game. About halfway through, Stuttgart player laying on the floor. As they play on down the left-hand side, they go. Stuttgart working the ball inside again. I mean, this might be a fair statement, honestly. With Larucci has grown into the game, but he was just terrible to begin this one. But it was just poor man marking led to both the goals. One was on a counter. Stuttgart just had the ball and just playing keep away at the minute. And they have it. A loose pass. United can't get it. And Stuttgart still have it on the halfway line as we come into the last 5 minutes of the first half. Ooh, Simon going crazy negative here. 4-0 loss to Palace. Wow. He sees that. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Hopefully not. I'll be on the mic next week for that game, so I hope it's not. Yeah, Stuttgart have the ball. It's just at the keeper's feet now. He just wings it out to the right-hand side. And now they're just passing it. United are almost content to let them have the ball. Down the right-hand side, these guys go. Ooh, into West. West bowls it out down the right-hand side, looking to start the counter, but United aren't ready for that one, so they give it right back to him. Or they give it back to Egan and Anel. Sandy on the ball now. He's looking for somebody. Wow, he winged that one out there looking for Traore, I believe. Was that Slimani? Slimani out there. Winged it out there to him, and it was over his head, but he was able to get it. As United have a throw in, maybe we can get a goal before half here, ladies and gentlemen. Ball worked into the midfield. Sandy Barge on the ball now. On the ball. Benno making a little bit of a run. He tries to go there, but he doesn't in the end. Down the right-hand side, Baldock's on the ball. We play it all the way back to John Egan. Ball at the foot of John Egan now. Sandy Barge on the ball now. Down the left-hand side they go. JLT on it now. Sandy Barge on the ball. Ben Osborne on the ball. They're passing it back and forth between each other as we wind down this first half. United are just passing around. Harry, what are your impressions of the Stuttgart keeper? He hasn't had much to do. I mean, he's been back there on his sun chair all day. Had maybe one or two efforts. As United give the ball away, but win it back. Ben Traore winning the ball back, so he's kind of doing everything for United at the minute. Stuttgart just passing it around, not doing anything. Honestly, we could probably forego the last 2 minutes of this half and just roll into halftime. Stuttgart try to work it down the left-hand side, but they give it away. First 20 minutes, we was caught out there. Counterattack. Yep. I don't know why Sander is that far sitting in that defensive role. He never plays good when he plays in that role. He needs to get forward. Ball on the left hand side. Osborne looking to cross it into the box. Another corner. Another corner. As this will probably be the last knockings of the first half because we are at. It's about 45 seconds till they blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Little confusion of who's going to take the set piece. It was either Osborne or Slimani, and Osborne is going to take this one. Swings it in. It's a decent cross. Heads go up over everybody. And here we go off to the races. This should be 3-0 Stuttgart here. Larucci getting back. West has to be good. Any save. Good save by West. It should have been 3-0. It was one-on-one with the keeper. He slotted it right down the middle. And United get let off the hook again. But we always, and that is halftime. I'll put this little banner up. Halftime, we always get caught on the counter. Halftime. As you can see, it is 2-0 to the visitors. Should have been 3-0 there, but a great save by Premier League West and keeps the visitors only 2 goals ahead. I mean, forgot about this game. Anybody signing? Nah, I mean, for the first 20 minutes, we've been crap, but we grew in the second half, and Stuttgart should have had a third right there at halftime. SUTV, buddy, £6. Rios is an awful half. I'm in danger. Yeah, it's been just bad, good, bad. That's how I'd sum up the first half. I mean, it is what it is. You're playing against a team that was really, really good in the Bundesliga last year. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The last preseason game of the season. This is not how you want to go out. Being beaten at home 2-0, should be 3-0. Chat row. I want to know where you're watching from. Put in chat row. We always do this at halftime. Where are you watching? To see how many people around the world I'm entertaining. I forgot to kill the timer. I will do that. We only had a few seconds of over or extra time. But I think I just think they're a better team than us at the. Well, okay. I clearly don't know the Bundesliga because Portland Blade. I wonder where he's watching from. Said they were terrible, and Noah also said they were terrible. Maybe they've improved their side. I don't know. I don't have the pulse on the Bundesliga to have they have a better side. Or they're gonna be higher up the table. Yeah, Jace. It was. They were. Yeah, it was pretty awful. But at least we're not down 3-0. We could have been down 3-0 last kick of the game. Yeah, I'm watching that save again. Yeah, West did well to save that one in. Not too many people at Bramall Lane today. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, Steve. I don't know. Are there some players in their side that we're going to give a look at? Maybe. And I also think it's a little bit of a run out for Brewster, Trusty, not going full bore, in this one. Like, this is an actual game here. But, we'll see. Maybe something comes out of it. Yeah, Rio. I mean, if you look at it that way, yeah, that's oof. Gaz thinks we change 3 or 4 for next weekend. Very possibly could. I mean, honestly, your guys' guess is as good as mine of who we roll out there. I mean, a bunch of them that are in this starting 11 today will be out there, but I don't know. It's a bit worrying, but we all knew this coming into it. We'll be fine. Just don't everybody jump off the boat after the first month of the season saying it's not going how we want it to go. We all knew it was going to be hard, but I'll be there to hold your hand along the way and walk you through this journey we're going on. So yeah, more halftime thoughts, chat row. Get in there. Get in there. Put what do you think? Tell me I suck at doing this. I'll never do it again. I'm terrible. You can say that. What do you guys think of the background? We're gonna roll with this background, maybe a little alternate background throughout the season, or do you just want to see the inner workings of the bedroom in the back? Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Chef United Way. Like this stream. If you feel so inclined, you can send us a donation. It helps us run this website, YouTube channel, the whole deal. If you haven't done so, listen to my podcast, Mr. Schneider, that's in the chat row. He is half of the red, half of Sheffield. If you haven't done so, give it a listen and tell us, whether we suck, we don't know what we're talking about, we're just idiot Americans, or like it, subscribe. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Red Half of Sheffield. Just look us up. Yeah, I mean, just give us a follow on YouTube of the Red Half of Sheffield in your Google search bar, and you should be able to find us. We put out all kinds of videos this coming week. We're going to do our 1 to 20 predictions where we think every team's going to finish in the league. So look for that hopefully sometime this week. Keep the background, Steve. He likes it. This isn't cribs. Yeah. You guys want me to take you around my crib? But yeah, other than that, if you're just now joining us, United 2-0 down at home to German opposition. Doesn't look very good. Oh, I'll welcome in Mr. Schneider. Good morning, Mr. Schneider.
Hey, how's it going? It's so early.
Yeah, it is. What about 5:39 your time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Give the people your thoughts on the first half. Give my voice a rest.
Not great. Yeah, really, really kind of just a frustrating half of football to watch. We got turned over time and time again on that counterattack. I mean, they have a deadly counterattack, and their number 9. I mean, we made him look world class in that first half. He's pacey. I mean, to be honest, he's the type of player that I'd like to bring in, if I'm being honest with you. He probably could have had 4 goals in that first half. But yeah, overall, just a really frustrating half of football to watch, especially, against a team that basically had to play a relegation playoff last season in the Bundesliga, which is it's a good league.
Yeah.
But at the same time, losing 2-0 at half to a team that almost got relegated from the Bundesliga last year, I don't know. And we can chalk it up and say, look, this is the final friendly of the preseason here, but at the same time, just not a lot to take away from that first half. I mean, Sander Berge had a pretty good shot after it had deflected, after Anel made a nice little marauding run into the box. But it was just very, very tough, and I was wondering what the heck I was doing getting up so early to watch this.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, as bad as you could, honestly play. The last preseason game, 7 days before the season starts. I mean, there's been a few bright spots. Traore's looked good. He's looked pacey. Osula's even looked good. But the whole thing is they're not getting any service because Larucci is terrible, and Osborne is just Osborne. I mean, he's running his socks off, but God, he's just. I mean, there's not really. He's not. I don't think he fits into our team. I think we need another pacey midfielder.
I mean, at least somebody who, I mean, well, look, Osborne has pace.
Yeah,
I'm not going to disagree with the fact that Osborne has pace. I just think he makes a lot of mistakes, and I think we really need someone to shore up that left side of the midfield. And I mean, Slimani has looked good. I think he's probably been our most bright player throughout the preseason. But I mean, we really need, I think, two center mids and a half decent striker. Somebody who actually has a proven record of scoring goals.
Yeah, I would
Which
agree.
at present we don't have. I mean, I think I think Traore, if he gets into space, like the problem is he's not gotten the ball in space yet. That's been like the frustrating part watching him. He had a really, really good, almost Illiman-like turn, in that midfield, and I think he can be creative, but he's just not getting any service. We're pushing the ball down that left-hand side to Larucci and Benno, and I just don't think that's the best avenue with which to conduct attacks.
Yeah,
So
and honestly, as what Portland Blade just said there too. I mean, we're pushing so far forward, and it's like you're seeing Anel in such an advanced role that Sandy has to play so deep. He's playing the other center back role that Anel's vacating. It's like Anel wants to play attacking midfield, and we just have Sandy just like, okay, I'll just rod back here. I'll just sit back in the back, and I'll just play defense. Not where I'm really known to play. We know he likes to get forward and be more of an attacking player. I wonder if that's something we see different in the second half, because honestly, this doesn't mean anything. Do we change how our midfield setup is and, move Sandy Barge a little bit further forward?
Well, I mean, we've always said from the very beginning he is best when he's getting forward. He's obviously had to play more of a central defensive middle in the preseason here. And you just put the comment on screen, Kaz. I mean, I 100% agree with you. We're missing someone to play that Norwood role, whether that's a Tommy Doyle, whether that's Ollie Norwood himself. Which Norwood are we going to get to start this season? Because look, back half of the season, last season, he couldn't get in the side.
Yeah,
so right. What does that mean? Do we need to get, that kind of Norwood model player in before we start the season next week?
Yeah, right.
I mean, Obi-Wan said it, I mean, even Norwood can't play the Norwood role. So, like we talk about these players like as archetypes, but I mean, in reality, we're talking about, the players that they were from 2-3 seasons ago. Even last year we were talking about the Mark Duffy role, and Mark Duffy hadn't kicked the ball for us since 2019. So, I just find it funny when we're talking about archetypes here. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get Tommy Doyle back, unfortunately. I just don't think City are going to send him on loan to us. I think he'll probably go maybe to another squad in the bottom half of the Prem. We'd be lucky if we can get him. Really, really lucky. And it won't be permanent, which that's the other issue. I mean, we've got those 2 loan options from the Prem. So I said this on the pod. If you haven't listened to our latest pod, it dropped yesterday. I encourage you to go check that out. We're at Red Sheffield on Twitter, Red Half of Sheffield podcast. And I mean, basically what I said is we need to use those loans, I think, for smart midfield loans, basically. Mm-hmm. And we need to bet it all on, a proven striker. The name Chuba Akpom has been thrown around. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. The rumors have been swirling. He seems content at Boro currently. Okay. I think we'd probably have to spunk about 15 million for him, which is basically most of the money that, we got for Illiman and Jaye, barring, add-ons and future considerations as far as a sign on or uh, what's the word that I'm looking for? Sell on clause.
So
Sorry,
yeah, I was like,
it, it's too early, man. It is too
I-
early.
you're right.
Uh,
You're right.
but yeah, I mean, I think we really need to be right and smart about who our loan players are going to be.
Yeah,
So
you're exactly right. I think we'll probably bring two. At least we'll take advantage of both of those loans in the window. And everybody, if you go on the internet now, they're all screaming for um, midfield players, midfield players, midfield players. That's probably where we're going to go and get our loans at. Is
yeah,
probably look to have midfield, midfield players. Um,
and unfortunately, Yasser Larouci, he's not doing it for me. He's really, really not. I mean, he's been okay going forward, but the thing is I think Max Lowe has the same ability to go forward and is even better in defense than Larouci. But Lowe's injured right now,
Yeah, Max
right?
Lowe's in. Yeah, I think he's injured. So that's our only option right now. But yeah, I don't think if Maximus Lowe comes back, I don't think Larouci plays very often. Maybe substitute role here and there. But when we loaned or when we got him in a loan, I was like, I don't know why we're gonna put him in the squad. Never really
Yeah.
proven player. I don't know. Maybe it's something for the
Yeah.
future.
I mean, and look, regarding Gaz, I mean, I think this has been kind of talked to death at this point. I mean, you even mentioned it earlier in the stream chat. Was he a one season wonder? I think if we get Akpom, and we can get him the service that he got last year. I mean, the problem is he was getting service from Cameron Archer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unless Villa are looking to loan Archer and we can score him as well. I mean that would be a dangerous pair right there.
No, Archer's staying at Villa. He's going to be their lead
Yeah,
striker this year.
yeah,
Well, so many questions, so many answers, and we're not going to have any of them solved by the end of next week before the game. But it looks like we are ready to play the second half of this one in beautiful Bramall Lane as Benno gets us underway, and now we're kicking to an empty cop, which is weird to say the least. That is very odd. Apparently, they didn't. I don't know what the story is, but apparently, did they only sell the two sides of the
yeah,
stand in
yeah,
the away section? Didn't open the cop today.
yeah. I mean, I think that because they didn't get enough ticket sales in the Tony Curry stand and what is it? What's the other stand on the opposite side? The D. God, I sat in a DSW stand.
Yeah, DSW.
Shout out to Dean Folks, the vice president of DSW. Yeah, so I think when they don't sell out, those stands, they're like, well, we don't need to open up the cop. So
Yeah. It's kind of almost eerily similar to COVID. Steve does put a good point up here. Trusty at left center back and the JLT at left wing back over Larouci.
or the inverse. Trusty has experience there.
Yeah.
Here they come again.
Oh yeah, Stuttgart have had possession. We started well. We had a ball in and around the box, but here comes Stuttgart on the ball, top of the box, out just poking and prodding, similar to what they did in the first half. And did George win a free kick? Yes,
That's a foul.
Did.
Yeah.
And then they stopped the ball immediately. But to be fair, I don't know why United was trying to go fast. The whole thing is one thing I picked up on in the first half too is the ball always fell back to West, and I felt like he was like Ramsdale trying to lump it forward to either Osua or Traore.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We know this doesn't work. That's just like Ramsdale trying to lump it up for the head of McBurney. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. United, the ball. Whoa, God, that was terrible. Got it right in the face. Back to West. Oh, my God, that was pitiful. Oh, man. Oh, so bad. Oh, man, so bad. So
Egan
bad.
back to West here.
Oh, my God, that was terrible. I
He
think that was
could
a
have been in
straight.
on goal.
Yeah, he could have been on goal. I mean, that was. I don't know what that was. Oh God, here's the
Terrible
third.
from
Here's
West.
the third. Oh, how the hell did they miss that? Should have been 3. Oh my God, we look like a team destined for the championship. We didn't even kick the ball right now in the first 3 minutes. What was he doing? West, with no vision, tries to be fancy and gives the ball away to the Stuttgart player. Stuttgart player lays it off. And he just put it wide. What the hell? United have the
Should have
ball
been
for
3.
yeah. Oh my God, this should be this game should be a full time of like 6-0. Good pay. Oh my God, no.
United have an attack going the other way, and Willisula plays it to absolutely nobody.
Good tackle by
Great,
now.
great tackle by Anel.
I think he punched him in the face right there, or maybe he just flopped over. I don't know. I don't know. God, that's. I am still trying to figure out what West was doing there. Oh God, he's down. He's massively hurt. He's laying in the floor. Oh God, what's he gonna do? He does have a heartbeat. At least he's breathing. So he's not dead. Yeah.
That's just a fantastic turn of phrase right there. I'm going to incorporate that in my lexicon right there.
There you go.
Great googly moogly.
Oh man, we have just started the second half. Like, I don't know. But we've got to temper our expectations. We can't think this is going to be like last season. We got to remember that we're going to probably suck for most of these games anyway this year. So we can't get our expectations very high.
Yeah, I mean, it feels in some ways like that COVID season did.
Oh yeah, just starting. Little forearm to the back of the head. Here you go. Take
forearm shiver. Yeah.
Here you go. Forearm to the back of the head. United will get us underway here in a minute when they drop the ball. There we go. Anel, what are your thoughts been on Anel's performance today?
Yeah, he's been great. I mean, that was a right tackle that he just made, and I mean, I think like Gaz is saying here. I mean, he's Premier League class easily.
Yeah.
I mean, he's granted we've not played a minute in the Premier League yet, so he could get completely turned over on a regular basis. But by the same token, I mean, I thought he was Premier League class last season. So.
Yeah. And
United on the ball here. Left-hand side, LaRucci cutting inside. Cheeky little
corner?
pass. Yeah. Should be a corner.
The whole thing is we get in for a good payday, too. If we're down by Christmas, come the January transfer window, we could probably sell him on for about 15, 20 million in January. If you package that together with Sandy Barge going out the door, and maybe, hopefully, McBurney's hit a little bit, we could probably get 3 players out the door in January if we're that bad for what? I don't know. 50 million maybe.
I think that's being optimistic.
I mean, you get 20 million. Sandy Barge ain't worth. Sandy Barge is only probably about worth 5 million. I wouldn't say. Yeah, so you're about, and then McBurney's probably about 3 to 5. So, I mean, we're about 30 million with 3 players,
give or take.
Yeah, give or take. Yanel can score a bunch of goals and his price tag go through the roof. But clearly, United are just wanting to take whatever they can get for players.
Stuttgart back on the ball here. I mean, Chad, I don't want to step on toes here. You were doing a fantastic job giving the play-by-play.
It's fine. I'll roll back in as we clear that one. I don't know where the hell that ball was going. He saw his buddy in the 6th row of the stands. Here's a souvenir for you, Jimmy. Stuttgart have a free kick on the far, or a throw in on the far side. It's taken a minute for both of these teams to get their throw-ins. Did you see the guy almost try to take the throw-in inside the white line? I was like,
I did.
Wes is having a mockery of it today. He goes and clears one in row Z. It'll be a
But
throw
again,
in.
that was their striker. I mean, they've just been feeding him all game, and
He
I
got
mean,
pace, man.
he's looked really good.
Yeah.
I
Stuttgart top. Ooh, working at the top of the box. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, again, like that's the kind of striker that we need.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's got full pace, full of confidence. Stuttgart just playing around with the ball at the top of the box. They're trying to work it in. Slices one to the left-hand side. A cross comes in. It's cleared out by Larucci, Slimani, and then I think Egan cleared it, but only as far as the Stuttgart player at the top of the box. He's about at the D. They're going to work it out to the left-hand side. Low lining cross, and it's up for Stuttgart corner. Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure.
On our back heels here.
Yeah, it's I think we got about 20 minutes until we probably put the kids in, I would imagine.
Yeah.
75 minutes.
I mean, I think Sai Sachdev should come in probably a little bit sooner than that. Maybe in about 7 minutes here, just because Larucci ain't been it,
Yeah. United clear that corner, but then it goes out for a Stuttgart corner. Works back into the midfield for Stuttgart. Over on the right-hand side they go. Larucci tries to close him down. He's going to let him run. Larucci, almost pulled up there. Might have had a shout for a penalty. Stuttgart want one. Ref says, no, you're not getting it. You got to remember this is a preseason friendly. JLT squaring up with him. Jack him one in the mouth. Oh.
Man.
I would have jacked him one. I would have just cracked him one right in the mouth.
Is this a friendly? What are we doing here?
What is going on? We're playing it. Just calm down. Just calm down. Right, let's see what happened. Oh, is this repercussions for what probably should have? No, it wasn't a pen. He went down
never a pen.
Soft. Oh, and then JLT picks him up. Whoa, that was awesome.
Oh man.
Oh boy. JLT's going to the book. Oh man, that's remember, boys, this is just a preseason friendly. I don't know if you get a red card in preseason, does it carry over to the season or do they go away? That'd be funny.
I don't know. That's a great question, Chad.
I would imagine. I think they go away because it doesn't have any. This doesn't have any. I don't know. Influence on the regular season, but
yeah.
Wes is gonna. I guess he's arguing with a ref or something. I have no idea. This could go south real quick for us. Goal kick, or maybe a free kick at this point. How do you pronounce him? Did you see that name? Silas? I don't know.
Somebody put it in the chat earlier, but I can't even remember.
Yeah. So United have the ball. And JLT will take the throw. And he's looking for. I think United players are confused, thinking we're playing in white because they giving the ball to the white team a lot today. The Stuttgart still have the ball. It's a little bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah, just really frustrating to watch this game. Yeah. I mean, this half we basically have not had a positive forward attacking play yet.
No, and for what the first 20 minutes of the first half, we didn't have attacking play. So that it's following almost the same lines of the first half as I think there was a little bit of shoving or was he offsides? Anyway, United have the ball and we're going to go again as we are just shy of 57 minutes in this bad boy. United still trail 2-0 as I've had the banner up. This is halftime instead of second half. Let me change that. I'll put that bad boy back up there. Second half, 2-0 to the visitors. Should probably be about 4-0 to the visitors, if I'm honest.
Or more. Or more.
Or more. Blade's working down the right-hand side, and Nell's going to go on one of his marauding runs looking for Traore down the right-hand side. He's cleared out, loses the ball, and here comes the counter again. Oh, boy.
And I think that's going to be the problem when he's coming up against larger defenders. He's about 5'6", and that's
there's number 3. There's number 3 for Stuttgart. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is that a hattie for him?
That is.
That is a hat trick for Stuttgart. 3-0. See you later. Should be 6-0 now.
Yep.
If they would have taken their chances, it should have been 6-0.
They've just absolutely carved us open, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
That was pretty embarrassing.
A depressing watch this. Really, really depressing watch this.
Yeah. Down the right-hand side, ball comes in, low-lining cross, and nobody felt like marking him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was wide open. I mean, there wasn't here's another replay.
Easy as you like. As you like.
There is Sandy Barge was probably 2 yards off of him. That was the man that was supposed to be marking him. A ball over the top as United get us back on our way. Please just get us one goal. I'll take one goal. I don't want to get skunked in the last game before the season starts.
Agreed.
Yeah, Stuttgart come down the right-hand side. And they're probably just going to be content. Heckie's got to be furious. If I was the manager and we were losing 3-0 in the last preseason friendly, I'd be unbolting the chairs, whipping them onto the pitch, and I'd be tearing the dugout apart. Watch us get smoked today, and then we go out and beat
Palace.
Palace like 6-0. How are you?
I want to live in that in that universe. That's not going to happen though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Stuttgart just retaining possession. United not really doing anything. They cut the ball out there. And here comes an L.
I'm not listening with the sound on, but I can almost hear the olays, when they're.
Yeah, the amount of completed pass. Ball falls to Benno. Slimani turn, or was that Osula? That was Osula that tried to spinaroo in the box. Slimani on the ball now. He sees a Nell, and that was the shortest pass I've ever seen to an just
so bad. And here they come the other way.
Golly, this is terrible to watch. Over on the right-hand side they go. United playing like a back 11 at the moment. I mean, we could probably still play a back 11 and get torn open. Yeah, they're just at free will. They're just kind of like free willy. They're just free willing to pass around. And United
making it look easy now.
Yeah, it's out for a throw into the Blades. At this point, you got to really think at how long are we going to keep these starters in the game, and are we going to make wholesale changes? Or are some of these players going to get their fitness up? First change of the game goes to the visitors who are winning 3-0. They're just going to keep pouring it on. We want 5. The away section chants. We want 5. Yeah. This is a good one from Adam. Best bring back cricket board next season. Yeah. We're going to probably need that a couple times. Based on this scoreline.
My question is, where are the pigeons? We needed the pigeons.
I honestly read something that they're efforting to keep them out of Bramall Lane this year. They don't, because I think we're the only ones that would in the Prem that would have animals on the pitch during the game. To our grounds crew, they did. If you do see the pictures leading up to the game, everything outside the ground got repainted red, white, and black. New logos going up. It looks nice. Oh God, that was a loose pass. He's gonna get back to West. Thank God, that would have been 4. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's Sandy on the ball. Ooh, man, that could have been reckless there. Yeah, go on. Come on, run, Osborne. Damn it. What are you doing? I feel like this is a real game, but golly, man. Um,
Every attack that we've had is just it looks so easy, by Stuttgart to like just thwart every single attack we've had. I mean,
yeah.
we played close to 20 minutes in this half and really not had a sniff,
No,
gotten nowhere near.
not at all. I mean, we haven't even been. I don't even think we've been. Osua's touched the ball once in their box, and that was just when he tried to do that spinneroo. I mean, it's just we have no creativity. Here we go. We got a chance now.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go. It's gonna get saved. Oh my God, we make a mockery. Oh my God, we make a mockery of that. That's why he's
oh,
Osula. Osula needs to go. I would shred his contract right now. I'd shred it. Get the shredder. I'd shred it right now. He does
I
not
don't
need to
know
be
how you don't
suspended.
try to dink the keeper there. How
Yeah.
do you not try to dink the
Get
keeper?
off my
One on one
team.
with the
He's done.
keeper. In.
He's
He was
done.
in with the shout. Ugh.
He's done. He's done. He's
So
done. Hook him.
frustrating.
Hook him. I'd sell him for a penny. As soon as he came off, I'd be like, "You're done. I don't want to see you ever playing for this team."
Look. I know we're being hyperbolic here. I still think there's promise with him, but he's got to finish some chances, man. Like that was our best chance of the match this far. He's just got to finish that.
I'm done. I'm done with him. I missed him. I watched him miss too many chances leading up into this. He's not anywhere near my team this year. I'd get him. I'd send him to the 8th tier of England to just probably miss wide open goals. Yeah, I'm just tired of him. Honestly, him and Brewster can go to wherever they want and just piss off.
Well, Brewster's not kicked the ball for us in many
Almost
moons.
almost a year.
Is it coming up on a year?
Didn't he go
Yeah,
out in October last year?
I feel like he
Or
did.
November, something like that.
Yeah,
So it's almost
yeah.
been a year.
I thought he was like back on the grass, and then he like re-aggravated his injury. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think he is in training though. I think for the game after this, the one that's behind closed doors, I think rumor is that he might start or just get a little bit of a run out for it.
I mean, what a great pass! Can I just say, fantastic pass from Traore to Asula here, and I. You got to at least try for a shot there. Even if it goes off of the shin and out of play. I mean, you can't
That's
score if you don't shoot. So
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Michael Scott.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yes, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. But the whole thing is right there tells you that he's just not good enough to play for this team this year. He needs more development. He needs to go somewhere where he can watch the ball go into the back of the net. And he's not going to do it this year. I don't want to stunt his development here because he's not going to get on the score sheet this minute. McBurney's not going to get 10 goals. What makes you think Osula is going to get anywhere near 2 goals?
My bold prediction was that Osula would get,
Yeah.
I think 6 or 7, something like that. I might have said 8.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
Because you don't want to stunt his growth. If you send him to a League 2, League 1 side, just let him somewhere where he's going to get
I think
90
he
minutes.
needs to go out to a championship side. I think he needs to go to like a Rovrum, a side that's going to be struggling and is going to need goals.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, and he's going to need to start. He's going to need to start and play 90 minutes every single game, or a good majority of the game. He can get subbed off, obviously, because you don't want to run him into the ground, but he needs to go somewhere where he's going to get first team playing time.
Yeah.
You haven't missed anything, guys. Stuttgart's had the ball for the last. United tried to get the ball back, but they couldn't.
Yeah, they're just playing with it in the midfield here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. They're just dinging around on the right-hand side over everybody for a goal kick. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can we let's try to take away some positives here. Traore, I think he's been like probably our best player.
What, a 3 out of
Um,
10?
yeah.
I mean, there's not really any positives in the 3-0 defeat. That should be 6-0.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I agree. I'm
I
just
mean,
trying to put our own little positive American spin on this, you know?
Slimani has looked decent. I mean,
He's
he's been
not touched the
comfortable.
ball in the second half, though. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Slimani.
And I'm basing all this off the first half.
Yeah.
But
No doubt.
Stuttgart's just knocking it about at the back. It's kind of all they're doing. It's kind of all they're doing. Here comes a chance. Larucci clears it back to Wes, and Wes is doing something. Tries to hit Baldock on the run. I would really think about putting Jordan a miss in and being like, Wes, dude, where have you gone, man? Like, what in the absolute hell are you doing?
I don't think, I mean, Wes was at fault for the first one, no doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
yeah.
But the other two were defensive mistakes, really.
Yeah. Wes is gonna have to step up this year. He's gonna, if he wants to be a Premier League keeper, you can't let goals like you did the first one go in. There was no way that ball should have went in.
Yeah, I agree.
Lump it over the top, but I think he was offside.
I mean, he definitely was by a mile, by a country mile.
And Osborne's got the ball. And I guess he's not fouled. Yeah, I guess there's no foul in there. That'll be a foul on Asula, though. Oh, no.
I guess not.
I mean, Stuttgart's going in there rashly in tackles. Here they come again.
Good job, Osula.
Cut it out. Oh, he got the ball back, but he's reckless. That should be a free kick. Free kick, Rob. Free kick. Free kick.
Finally, we've done something. I mean, that was probably one of the best passages of play from Asula right there. Wins the ball,
it was
gives it away.
Pass,
yeah. Wins it back, and then draws a pretty good foul for a free kick. About 28 yards outside the box, give or take.
Oh God, we got Ben Osborne.
The problem is we have nobody who can take a corner or free kick right now.
Ben Osborne is taking the damn thing. Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, he just, I don't think he's a good free kick taker, Benno.
Or is Slimani going to take this? Who's going to take
Maybe.
it? Oh, no. Oh, Slimani. Little dinker there. No, there should be a foul on the goalkeeper. They didn't call it. And Stuttgart magically comes away with it. Again.
So we did a very good job there to prevent the counter. That's what I'm going to take away from that.
Yeah, they didn't come the other end.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be something we're very much going to be in danger of. If we push every single one of our defenders forward on free kicks and corners, we're going to get turned over a lot, on the counterattack.
Well, it didn't happen to us many times in the championship, but how many times that last season in the Prem did we get turned over on the counter? A bunch. It was crazy. It's like we
talked about it almost every game. Every game.
Yeah, we loved pushing so many people forward. Then we get caught on the break, and then it's like, oh well, hell, we're a goal down now, or 3 goals down. But we got to be better than that. Like we're like only one of the teams that are so susceptible on the counter, and I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Do you hear me have a mini?
It's just because I
couldn't get the words out.
Chad, I'm soft focus on you and focus on the match right now. That's really where I'm at.
God, it took me a minute to get the damn words out. Guys haven't missed much. It's been Stuttgart controlling the ball. Here comes Larucci away with it, and he has a long way to go. That was in our box. He's going to make a run. He gave up halfway through that run. He gave up, man. He could have ran another 10, 15 yards.
He's probably exhausted. I'd say get Sachdev on now, personally.
I'd like to see some changes. We got to know that they're coming up. Okay,
And
here's our first change. Here is our first change. Is this size sash dev or
I don't
no?
think so.
I don't know numbers. They didn't disclose numbers. They'll probably put it up here. I would imagine so. Let's see if that is Ant
Oh,
Hackford on for United. I don't know
we
their numbers this year.
we haven't seen him since that season in the Prem. Our last season in the Prem.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. He's been on the. I think he subbed in a couple preseason games here lately this season. But yeah, remember when he was? Yeah, that was at the tail end of that season, wasn't it?
Yep. We were just giving all of the kids a run out at that point.
Yeah, that's all we were doing. So Hecky makes his first change on about 70 minutes, taking off Benai Traore, putting on Hackford for the last 18 or so minutes, 17 minutes ago.
I mean, say what you want. I thought Traore had a good little run out there. I was pleased with his performance.
Yeah,
Probably one of the few in this game where I'll say, he was above maybe a 4 out of 10.
yeah. I mean, keeper gives it away. Ball falls to United, and of course we don't do anything with it. Benno has the ball. That is just ugly, man. What in the hell was that?
And then
Here they come
LaRucci gives the
again.
ball away, and
Here
here they come.
again. Off to the races they go down the left-hand side. It's a floor on like 5, but somehow United will give a goal up. Just kidding. They sought this one off. Gorgeous George just kind of holding the ball in the corner. And it goes out for what? A throw or a goal?
Yeah, I think that's a throw.
It's a throw in. It's a throw in. Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, I cannot believe I woke up in order to watch this.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, it was only because it was 7 o'clock my time that I got up to watch it. But gee, yeah,
I'm missing out on precious hours of sleep here.
Yeah, right? United.
I'll tell you, this club will be the thing that kills me. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah. That and taxes, and that's probably what's going to kill you, or old age, or something like that. United trying to get some semblance of possession. Osula's doing good. He with that back down, like he's trying to post somebody up, and he won a free kick.
I mean, he's strong. Like that's the thing. He's packed on probably a good stone of muscle.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
That was stupid.
Wow.
That was dumb.
Anel comes in, takes the free kick, and it was not on the same page with Slimani there, and the ball just goes out of play.
Oh, Jack Lester's got his bottle of Jack with him on the touchline, rifling it down in his gullet right now. Or no, what did I say? Jack Lester? I mean, Stuart McCall. Man, I'm all sorts of messed up. Here comes Stuttgart down the right-hand side. They might be in on goal here. Just kidding. He had to take it out wide. I don't know why the hell he took it out wide. Is Stuttgart just kind of passing it around in our box now? That's really all. Really all they're doing right now. They're just kind of like inviting United to come out and soak up some pressure, and United's just kind of sitting back because we don't want to get beat again.
They've done a very, very good job of just breaking us down. I mean, it's really kind of a perfect game plan that they have here. They got the early goal. Like, I mean, if they hadn't gotten the early goal, maybe, or the early 2 goals, I should say, I mean, it might be a different game just like in how they set up and how they're playing. But yeah, I mean, they know exactly how to play us here.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong on that. That end. Yeah, it's just wow. Well, we can't even get the ball out. Is there a free kick? You got the ref pointing this way. It's like I didn't know what was going on there. Yeah, it's obviously a free kick.
Yeah, there was a trip on Anel there, yeah.
So Stuttgart are going to put on 3 more of their look like youngsters, if I do say myself. Yeah. Let's see. We've got Lauren Ulrich.
Is it me, or do they have the arrow? Do they have the arrows wrong on, the on and off?
No, I think they have them right because the
Oh,
arrow would be them coming off and them coming on.
maybe it's just the positioning.
Yeah, it's odd. One thing we do now, this is the last game we get to watch on SUTV for about a calendar year.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna be on Peacock and NBC
Yeah.
for the United States. So at least we won't have to pay. What did you pay last year? Like 200 pounds,
200
something like that.
pounds or 200 American dollars, 140 pounds. Yeah, for all the streaming games. And if you break it down, how many games do we play on Sky or on ESPN Plus last year?
I think probably 10, maybe
10 to
15.
15. Yeah, 10 to 15. So really on a
So
46 game schedule, we played like almost $8 a game or something like that. Because we would have been okay. So if we do Chad's quick math here, that would be say we had 30 games that we had to pay for. Ooh, that's gonna be wow. That's
here they come
$6 a game.
again.
$6 a game we paid last year. Yeah, they are coming again as we're about to go inside of 11 minutes to go here. Yeah, it's just kind of the same. It's been. That's it. Yeah, I mean, there really hasn't been. Oh man,
Here comes Stuttgart again.
just knifing through our defense. Wow. And I think Baldock's just got to get it. Oh, Sula.
Go on, Asula.
Oh,
Sula gets pulled down again.
I think we tried to go too fast, and that didn't work.
Sander on the ball here.
It's the one thing I don't understand with United is when we get under pressure in defense, it's like no one really helps out very often. It's just kind of every man for himself, unless we get in a small contained area, then it's like 6-on-2. I don't know. I think Stuttgart has done a very good job as United come down the right-hand side. Are we going to get that in? Is it going to go out for a corner or go out for a corner? Stuttgart has done very well by spreading us out and not letting us. That's why they're knifing through us, because we're just spread so wide and thin, like we look like Swiss cheese. No urgency to take this kick either. Trotting over here. We'll get her about as we're inside 10 minutes to go.
Just one goal. I'd like to see just one goal here.
How about more than one sub, too? Oh, man. Wow. Free kick comes in, or corner comes in, hits first defender, back to Osborne. He'll go back to Baldock. Over to Osborne. Slimani. Ball. Oh, that goes out for a throw in to United.
Just get it in get it in the mixer.
Stuart, your alcohol's back in the dressing room, not out there. You can't find it. Nell's having a bit of a rough go at it here in the second half. Slimani, Hackford, Osborne. He's telegraphing this pass to Larucci. No, he goes the other way. And it's sought out, but I think it's another corner for United. On the far hand.
Really, a lot of concern on free kicks and corners. Just, I mean, we're not beating first man, which is, like I said, very, very concerning.
How many goals did we score from set pieces last year? Not many, right? Or from corners?
We scored a decent amount. We scored a decent amount. Yeah.
I think that number's got to go even higher than we did last year. Oh boy, here could be off to the races, and the jockeys are on their horses and they're off to the races. Here they go. Man, they are just knifing through us like a. Oh man, here they go
Like a
down the
knife through
left hand
butter?
side. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Sandy Barge
Good
finally wins it.
good defense from Sander there. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It takes them probably 15 seconds to move ball all the way down the pitch. Whereas,
It
it
takes us
takes a good like 2 or 3 minutes.
84 or 83 minutes.
Hey, Simon, you haven't missed much. Just us basically being terrible for 80 minutes.
Yeah. I think ball like just let the ball play out or go out of play. Yeah. So about that.
I'm going to duck out for 1 second here just to use the facilities really fast.
All right,
I will be right back.
have a good going number 2. You're the man. Okay there, folks. I will guide us home. I will guide this ship with big old holes in it home, and hopefully we don't sink it before the end of this bad boy's over. Stuttgart have it. Yeah, Simon, as Noah alluded to, it's been pretty disastrous. Stuttgart just had the ball and done what they wanted to do with the ball, and that's all they're going to do with the ball. And now they're going to just pass the ball. They give the ball away to LaRucci, and he probably ain't going to do anything with it because he looks incompetent on the ball. Yep, what did I say? He gave the ball away. He gets the ball back now, and United have it a little bit. Yeah, Gaza S2. Yeah, yeah, pretty bad, pretty bad. As a free kick to United is coming up. And I guess we're not in any urgency to take this. Going back all the way back to Wes. Hey, welcome, Johnny. Yeah, we know we are. We don't have the backing of Pep shoveling us players. We have to actually try to do this on our own. God, United still have the ball, but they're on the left-hand side, just not really doing much. Just gave the ball away again there. Man, yeah. Thanks for everybody that joined in on this one to watch this disastrous show today. Yeah, Stuttgart back on the ball, and there's not really anything United are going to do. 5 minutes from hopefully full time. Yeah. Yeah, down the right-hand side, Stuttgart are going to try and go, but it's just bad. Down the left-hand side, they're going to try. I mean, Stuttgart could literally just do what they want right now. Just passing it about. That's it. How was your restroom break, Noah? Is it more exciting than the last 3 minutes that you've been gone?
Well, everything came out okay.
Okay, that's good. As long as you didn't have any issues, we don't want you having any issues.
I didn't fall in. That's the good news.
Yeah, you'd have to see a doctor about it. Yeah.
Best movement somebody in a United shirt has made.
Yeah, right.
All right, that's enough toilet humor here.
Yeah, you haven't missed much since you've been gone. I'm just trying to fast forward this one to the end here. Hopefully they'll blow the whistle about 88 minutes when we have to play the rest of it. They have another go, and Wes has to save that one, and that one was 4. That was a really well taken strike.
I mean, Wes read it the whole way, but at the same time, it was very nicely curled, that one.
Yeah, it was. I really like the goalkeeper kit with the sponsor on the front of it. I don't think the sponsor's going to be as bad as we think on the front of it.
I don't know. On the home kit, I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, but it'll fit the away kit and the third kit. That red logo, it'll fit. It'll work. It'll work. It'll dry, Randy. It'll dry. There's a pea dry.
I think it could look good on the away kit.
Yeah.
That's
it'll
what
look,
I'm.
it'll
That's
look really nice. Okay. Larucci is gonna end up probably. Oh, good ball from. Oh God, nope. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean,
Kidding.
it was a good ball from Osborne. Just Asula couldn't get on it.
Yeah, it was just behind. It was behind him. So, if I was Egan right now, I would have turned to West and tried to bury that one in the back of your own goal. Just slam it home. What do you think West would have did? Like, what are you doing, man? I don't know. It's just a preseason game anyway. United got a throw in, and it's back to West.
Who promptly plays it out. Except we got a free kick.
Yeah, we did get a free kick. And ball lock on the right hand side. This has got a little bit of pace to Hackford. Hackford gets shoved down.
I don't know
Got
how.
us a free kick.
Okay. It didn't look like they were going to call a foul there for whatever reason.
I didn't think so. I thought they were going to. I think it came more from the touchline official than the actual head referee. Sandy on the ball. Let's see if we can manage something here. Nothing. It's out for a throw. Glad to see that 10 out of the 11 starting players got 90 minutes under their belt. It's going to be Sandy on the ball. Knifes through two defenders. Gets the ball through two defenders, I should say. Gorgeous gets a foul on the edge of the box. That if that was Paul Mullen, that would have been a penalty.
Yeah, Simon, I mean, this is going to be our problem this season. I mean, even if we shore up the defense, which, I mean, there's no indication that we will at this point. I mean, where are the goals going to come from? That, like, yikes, really, really lacking in creativity, especially, in that final third.
Yeah.
Which is really, really frustrating. Do you think Benno goes for goal here on this free kick?
No, I think they're going to try something weird here. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think he is. Or Soleimani's going, nope, dummy. Oh, no, he didn't go for goal. Ping-ponged around in there. And, of course, like the rest of the game, we get absolutely nothing from it. Okay. So we are about over with this one. There shouldn't be. I wouldn't imagine we're going to play much of at a time, right? I would imagine the refs just playing an advantage for probably a free kick, but that is it. That is all your Premier League Blades. Finished the preseason with a stuffing 3-0 loss.
Wow.
Oh,
shocking that.
Boys and girls, buckle up.
Strap in, everyone. I mean, if you had
ride.
I don't want to, we started the podcast this week by saying, get off of the edge of the cliff, put down the knife, get off of the chair with that noose around your neck. But at the same time, yikes. I mean, that Derby record is looking ripe for the taking there.
Yeah. It might be fair to say, I mean, and now granted, it is just a preseason game, but basically what you do with today is you just do this. You just wad it up and you just throw it away. And we'll probably see a different and better side next weekend. So it's all not doom and gloom right now, albeit you don't like to see us go out and get stuffed 3-0. But I mean, it is what do you think?
What do you think about Paul's comment here? And by the way, get those comments in chat row here. Tell us what you think.
I mean, I don't think West needs some competition. I've been saying it since the middle of last year. We need to get a goalkeeper in that's actually going to push him because the dude's has the number one spot nailed down. We need to get somebody in there to say, hey, you're not as good as you really think. And we're going to bench your ass for 5 or 6 games because you are doing what he did today. I mean, the first goal was his fault. The other ones were defensive lapses, but I mean, he just looks shaky back there now. And the environment's going to be ratcheted up, the more pressure. So we need to get somebody to push him, added pressure
Yeah.
to
Yep.
to elevate his game, or else we're going to see the same goalkeeper that statistically, since we went in the championship, went down. He had one good season in the championship, and last year was not as good.
Yep. That Rotherham keeper, I'd take him right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take Plymouth's keeper. I don't know, but
I don't think he's ready. I don't think the Plymouth keeper is ready.
I mean, just something for competition. We don't need an
Yeah.
out and out number one. I mean, Wes is good enough on his day, but it's just he needs some consistency, some pressure in that.
Yeah. Gaza agrees with me here. So
Yeah.
I
don't know. It's just going to be a long one, boys and girls, and just be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, Yassine, I agree with you. I think we should sign their number 9. I think he was fantastic. I mean, after that performance, they'll probably want 20 million euros from him or for him. But yeah.
Okay, before we wrap this bad boy up, I will turn it over to Mr. Schneider. Your final thoughts on today's game and what you're looking forward to this coming season.
Tough watch. I think what we need to do is just kind of mentally get stronger. We just look mentally weak out there. I really think we're still kind of feeling the effects of the loss of Iliman and Jaye. I think a lot of the players, their heads are down right now. Just thinking, look, we've lost our best player, our most creative player. We've got a massive, massive mountain to climb this year in order to get anywhere near safety from relegation. But look, positives, it's a preseason game. Positive, we didn't have 26,000, 27,000 screaming Blades fans in Bramall Lane today. And hopefully the fans will on the boys to start the season against Palace next week. I'm hopeful that, as a couple of people have said, Hecky goes to the Prince and says, look, we need to bring in like maybe 1 or 2 more before we start the season next week. Negatives, Ben Osborne, he's just not good enough. Larucci, just not good enough, unfortunately. The way I see it, 2 center mids and a decent striker, and we may have a chance. But as of this moment, this is a team that is looking like it's going to be relegated easily.
No.
But look, the other thing is, we always thought this was going to be a tough season, and I think it was always about the money, wasn't it? Like kind of getting that money, and then if we have to go back down to the championship, no problem. We just go again. We brought in some new players, and we'll go again in the championship the season after this one. This is doom and gloom, Noah, right now, as I'm sure a lot of United supporters will be after a 3-0 drubbing to a team that basically almost got relegated. It would have been relegated in any league in England. But yeah, I will give more thoughts on the next podcast, on the Palace preseason podcast.
Yeah. You pretty much summed it up. We'll probably be better next weekend. We probably won't get stuffed 3-0. At least I hope not. We just I mean, it's going to be a revolving door for about the next 25 or so days till the end of the transfer window closes to get some bodies through the door. I think we'll get a few more. If not, then
Yep.
we're riding with what we have now, and it's not good enough. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some bright spots. There's gonna be a lot of probably dim lit spots this season. But I mean, that's life in the big city, in the big league, in the best league in the world. So
And
we just go
here's
on.
something that we need to remember. Last preseason we lost quite a few games. Obviously, we got promoted. The season before that, I think we lost most of our preseason games, and we lost to some really really poor teams. Really
Mhm.
really poor teams. Like
Yeah.
I who did I can't even remember. It was 2 seasons ago, but I think we lost to like a National League side, or did we lose to Chesterfield? I
Oh,
can't
I don't know.
remember.
It's so long ago. I couldn't remember.
Um,
Um,
Yeah, but look, I mean, I'm glad. I'm really glad, Gaz, that you've got that hope. I still do as well. Look, at the end of the day, ball's not been kicked in the Prem yet.
yeah,
So we really need to just kind of focus on getting ready for next week, put this behind us, and yeah, just prep for Palace.
yeah. Prep for Palace, and so I guess we'll sign off. Noah, give the socials and all that stuff, and the medias and
So
internets and everything.
yeah. Please give us a follow on Twitter at Red Sheffield. We have our own YouTube page, and if you want, we did a couple of videos on our favorite kits and ranking kits throughout the decades. Definitely go check out those videos if you haven't done so already. You can follow us on Facebook at the Red Half of Sheffield, and we have an Instagram page now at Red Half of Sheffield. Definitely give us a follow on there. We've not done as much on our Instagram page, but we'll probably start doing some more there. As for me, you can follow me on Twitter at Nessman930, and you can follow me on Instagram at Sunpuck. And Chad?
You can follow me at cjarvis_13. Oh, also follow Blades in the USA. I'm trying to get it rolling so we can get more of a supporters group over here. And the best news of all, we will see you boys and girls back here next weekend for the season opener against Crystal Palace. See you guys back in 7 days. Peace.